Alvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton. We're about 15 seconds into the game. This is NAC at Northeastern Junior Varsity Girls Soccer. And we showed up and there was 15 minutes on the clock. Thought that was quite a bit of time, but paced myself according to that time on the clock. I said I got a lot of time to write down the Bobcat names, rewrite them so that they're in numerical order. And lo and behold, I look out and the refs are out there and there's still almost 8 minutes left on the clock and they're ready to start. So they're starting actually on time, but not according to the countdown on the game clock. So took me a little bit by surprise. This is Bilo. Bayshard is there for the Cougars. Kicks it up and it's going to come out of bounds. The green throw, Barbara Wolf will toss it. I almost lost my Cougar roster here in the wind. Courier carries it. Referees are John Sachs and Irish John Ireland. Lambert will toss it in for Northeastern. Gets it by Jeanette, taken by Courier. That was number 9, Barcombe getting a foot on it. Tim Supernaw, the coach for Northeastern. Jared Perrier for Northern Adirondack. Kick back in, nice kick. Dangerous spot, and it's bodied in. And it's Jenna Van Leuven. Van Leuven with the goal. And not sure who gave her the pass. Might have been Jeanette, but I do not know that for sure. Well, 1-0 Cougars as Van Leuven pops it in. My name would have been Mud in Shazy at Riley Ford if I'd missed that goal. Jenna wouldn't have been singing "Have You Seen a Ford" lately. That's Monte. Been a couple of weeks since I've taped Northeastern Girls. Had a couple of games while I was otherwise occupied. We haven't got them as often as we usually have at this point, or we could have had. Lambert kicks it back off Courier. I gotta tell you, I've mentioned this in the past with these Bobcat shirts. Those numbers are very difficult to pick up, particularly on the front. They're not a solid number. They're a nice looking number, but not when you're looking here to pick up. See how nice and dark that 5 is compared to that 4 we looked at on Bilo's back. And on the front, forget it. On the front we cannot see the numbers. And when they get off in the distance and the sun washes it a little bit, and the back is even tough to pick up. Bobcats put it back in play. Nice little dance there by probably Clark. Monte over to Gay. White throw. Only one is Perro over there for the Cougars. Looks like Perro with a throw. As you said, very tough at distance with the light shining on the white, on those numbers. Very tough to pick up Bobcat numbers on that side of the field. Alright, ball goes off. Number 9, Barcombe. Gone with the win. Good hustle there from Carol Bayshard. Back to the midfield by Duty. And 19 for the Cougars is LaValle. Off Bilo, going in by Lambert. Welcomes back to Bilo. Number 1 for the Cats is Rior, Heidi Rior. You see number 5 out there, that's Sarah Trudeau. Wolf into Barcombe, taken away by LaValle. A goal kick. And of course that's not Jordan Clark at that end, that's Alyssa Varon at that end. I was trying to figure out why they didn't look like Jordan Clark, because Jordan Clark's at this end and she hasn't touched the ball yet. Clark is the Cougar goalie, Varon is the Bobcat goalie. And I'm calling Varon by Clark's name. Lamberton over to Courier, up for Rabidou. Will be off Bilo. Lamberton will take the throw. Just under 30 minutes to go in the first half action. 1-0 Northeastern. Carried in by Carrie Tremblay and out. Thrown back in by the Cats. Tremblay boots it out again. Wolf with the throw. The wind is definitely helping the Cougars this half. We'll get a chance, we'll zoom in on that flag on the far side of the field. Switch fields with it, go to the far side. White throw. Ball comes back to Varon. Varon with the punt. Ball dies. We're going to have a hold. I believe it was a hold called on Forey. Here come the Cats into the wind. Nice job at the side of the net, but you can see the flag blowing across the field, but favoring, there you go, favoring the Cougars more than it is the Bobcats by a lot. Nicole LeBlanc, number 18 over there for the Cougars. I can look those names up quickly because my list is in numerical order. It's not that way with the Bobcats, but it will be in the second half. Rabidou, Courier, taken away, up for Bilo. Base yard for the Cougars. Lamberton carries it out, up to Duty. Really looking for the center. Kicked out of bounds by Kayla Supley. Here's the corner kick. Turner puts it up to Van Leuven. Van Leuven. Forey sends it down. Headed at the 18. And kept in play. Thrown in by LeBlanc to Courier. Chips in. Whoops. Oh, you never want to do that. Tremblay will take the throw. Into the corner. It's going to go out. Rachel Courier couldn't keep it in. Goal kick for the Cats. Lambert will take the throw. Courier back to Lambert, broken up by the Bobcats. Broken up by Forey at 11. That's Stacey Harford for NAC. White throw. Broken up by Turner. Off green. Lambert will throw it again, sub. We're trying to go back to Monte. Monte sends it through, stopped at the 18. Sounds like the Cougar girls are arriving. Here comes Bilo. She's on a breakaway into the wind. Forey's going to give her a little nudge, just enough. Just enough to prevent her from getting a good shot. And Clark will come out with the punt. So Bilo couldn't get away from Forey. Corrier. Turner puts it up into the air. Wind will take it into the penalty area. The corner kick. Bobcat ball. There's Bilo. Broken up by Jeanette. Monty up for Corrier. And we goal kick. Feel free to bring your cameras to the games. White throw. Turn over and wide. Nice try. And Lubin almost had her second goal. Green throw. Lambert with a throw. Gay. Lamberton wide for Jeanette. 15 minutes and a few seconds left in the first half. 1-0. Northeastern leading NAC. Wolf with the throw. Headed by Tremblay off Bilo now. Jeanette gets it. Kicked back by number 2. It's O'Neill, Stephanie O'Neill. Bilo puts it into the penalty area. Bilo, a low shot. And Lambert got there first. Green throw. Oh, awfully close, awfully close. That was almost the equalizer. Instead it's going to be a corner kick. Forey with the restart. Duty carries it down, guarded by Wolf. Duty, good hustle, kept it in play. Monty. Offsides was the call. Went back by 4. It was Stacy Harford again for the Cats on the far side. Kicked up for Harford. Lambert gets a foot on it. Temperature is very pleasant. It's got to be in the 70s. Very pleasant afternoon. There'll be a free kick for the Bobcats. About, I can put it further back. I'd say about the 30-yard line. Even with the wind, it's a dangerous area for a restart. Because of the wind, the Cats tried to keep the ball low. And the Cougars were able to clear it out of there for the moment. There was a whistle. Heard a whistle. Didn't know if it was a coach from the other field or on this field. Jeanette gets the ball up to Duty. She got the ball past to number 5, Trudeau. Thrown in by number 2, O'Neill. Rabidou off her. Nice try there by Amanda Rabidou. Ball's doing tricks over there. White throw. Picked up by Varon. Wolf will take the throw. Ball went off Courier. 18 for the Cougars is LeBlanc. And that's O'Neill back there for the Bobcats, number 2. Jeanette put it up and just missing.
All right up. Hello.
Sent back in. Courier. Laren. Recovers just before Rachel Courier got there. Whoa, turnover charge. 4.5 minutes remain in the first half. 1-0 Northeastern leads. Trudeau with the throw. Rabidou over to Courier. Monte will take the corner kick. Off the head of Supley. Another corner kick. Valley off 5. That's Trudeau. Off the foot of Turner. Carter was battling her for it. 2 minutes remain in the half. Wolf turns it now. LaValle kicks it back. Courier will catch up with it. Rabidou, nope. Closing in on 1 minute remaining in the half. White throw. Courier with the corner kick. Goal kick puts the ball back in play, and the first half ends with the score. Northeastern Clinton Central School 1, Northern Adirondack nothing. You're watching viewer-supported Hometown Cable. After a 5-minute break, second half is underway. Just had enough time to write down the Bobcat names. Now, if we could only see their numbers, we'd be all set. One nothing Northeastern at the half. Courier's come in to mind the net. That'll be Clark on the field then. Okay, let's see. Stacey Hartford. The ball gets by Kaylin Ryan. White throw. Thrown in by Perro. Heidi Rior, number 1, and 2 is Stephanie O'Neill for the Cats. Here's Bayshard. Up to Van Leuven. Sent back by O'Neill. Peril to Monte. Here's Van Leuven. Injured player for the Bobcats. Restart. There's the ball. It was kicked out by Bayshard. Bobcat throw. Nobody from the Bobcats was going over there to throw it. They all thought somebody else was going to throw it in. I believe that was Taylor. The ball went off. Lambert will throw it in now. Courier bumps into Wolf. Green throw. Ball apparently went out. It was a goal kick. Gay will take the restart. On a trip. Was it right on the net? Slapped away by Varon. Either she didn't touch it and it went off directly, or it went off the shoulder of Carson. Rior. Off Barcombe. Hero will throw it in. Bounces it off Ryan. Headed by O'Neill. Kicked out by Rior. Sent down by Rior. Pirro with a throw. Off for Gay. O'Neill will throw it in. Ryan with a slam dunk. Tremblay looking to get it out of there. Controlled for the Cats by their number 11, Harford. When attending the Cougar games, be sure to visit the Booster Club booth. All kinds of goodies to help enjoy the ball game and to support the things that the Booster Club supports, which is student programs that there isn't always tax money available for. Sent down the field. Courier with a punt. Green throw. Into the crowd. Alley kicks it up, kick back for the Cats. Push on Tremblay. And Clark. Over to Duty. Duty keeps it going. 5, Sarah Trudeau or Heather Taylor, number 8. Tough to pick up those cat numbers. There's Bilo. Offside. Bilo was offside. Tried to come back. Tremblay puts the ball back in play. Green throw. I believe it was Hemingway, number 6, but again, across the field, it's very difficult to pick up those Bobcat numbers. Taken away by Lamberton. Chipped back in by Ryan off the pass from Hartford. Gay sends it up. Duty. Sent back by Heather Taylor. White to throw. Lamberton. On the wing. This is Rabidou. Kicked out by O'Neill. Ball bounced out off of Ryan here. Back in here at the 18. Corey up. Cleared by Wolf. And then by LeBlanc. Let's see. Whoop. That was Hartford. Bilo carries it up, gets the shot. Goal kick taken by Bayshard. Duty ends it up for Clark. Comes wide to Rabidou. Or he switches with her. Passed in, cleared out. Now Gay carries it. Broken up by Rior. Let's see, if it's 15, it'd be Emily Lajoie if it's 15. Lamberton and Bilo, now Lajoie. Player down for the Cougars now. Little Bayshard already with a brace on her knee is helped off the field. Game is restarted. September 22nd, the last day of summer. I think autumn starts sometime today. Not sometime today, and certainly tomorrow. Weather's been fantastic in September. Except for the lack of rain. That made the weather fantastic, but doesn't do our water table any good. White throw. Goyer. Charge called on Suple. Jeanette with the restart. Goyer brings it in. Rior sends it wide. Courier with the shot taken by Varon. Good hustle there by Perro. Lamberton with a throw. Lamberton again. Monte controlling it. Wolf with the throw. We have Barcombe in replacing Ryan. Pass back by Goodfellow. Bobcats take control. Bio and Perro. White throw. Green throw with a slam dunk. Thrown in by Lajoie, 15. Goal kick. Green throw. Do it again. Courier will pick it up. Ball bounces over Rabidou. That was, I believe, Wolf falling down trying to stop it. There's Corey putting it in. Picked up by Varon. Headed by Rior. Turner's pass picked off by Trudeau, taken back by the Cougars. Here's Gay with a shot. Barron will make the stop. There's Bronte. Bounced off the head of Taylor. Forey with a goal kick. Lamberton clears it out. Back into the 18. Excuse my coughing, but I'm ill. Handball. Kicked out of bounds by Barcombe. Rabbit will go back to Lambert. She goes to midfield. Jeanette. Now Rior. Over to Lajway. Farrell takes it away. Up for Rachel Corrier. Goal kick. She didn't touch it, she didn't kick it back to her, so that's why she was able to grab it. Barron with the punt out to Lambert. So we have number 20 up here for the Cats, McIntosh. Let's see, 7 is Supley for the Cats. Here's McIntosh. Lambert. No, McIntosh keeps it going. Welcome back for Rabideau. Sent back in by Wolf. Jeanette carries it. Farrell with a throw. Another throw. Bilo gives way. Barcombe chasing. Lambert with a throw. Off McIntosh's head. Back to Forey. Kicked it forward. Let's see if we can get a number in that young lady. Number 10. 10 is Courtney Trudeau. Stopped off the hip of Barcombe. White throw. Rio sends it to the 18. And beating Bilo is Corrier. Green throw. Cougars are using the clock as much as they can, sending in one sub on every whistle. Ball comes back to Corrier. When you're a ball boy at a big event like this, you end up with a following. Handball was called. Green throw. Okay, Trudeau trying to get it back to Hartford. Trudeau with the ball, battling Lamberton. Hartford watches it go out. Wow, no white sub. Trudeau. Barcombe goes wide. Bilo catches up with it. Corner kick. Another corner. Low one this time. O'Neill with the throw. Oh. About 6 minutes remaining. 1-0 score. Cats looking for the tie. There's Courier. Gay sends it up. Rabidou. And who's that? Barron? No. 18. Gardner. Jill Gardner. Five minutes remaining. Courier. Rabidou and Gardner fighting for it. White throw. White throw off the foot of Barcombe. Lamberton will toss it in. Good fellow. Clear it out. Now Tremblay. White push was called. I don't know if that where it was, took place. That's where the kick's coming from. And Courier beats everybody to the ball. That was Hartford hustling down. There's Clark. Tough picking up those numbers on the far side on the Cats. Green throw. White throw. Less than 2 minutes to go. Dangerous play was called on White. Goodfellow will keep it in play. Lamberton will throw it in. Cougars really stretching the elastic rules on the subs here. Gardner with a throw. Illegal throw, picked the back foot up. Less than 1 minute remaining. Thrown in by Lamberton. Ball comes to Rabidou. Into the box. Lamberton and Harford. Closing in on 15 seconds. Eight seconds. So Northeastern Clinton will defeat the visiting Northern Adirondack Bobcats. Final score 1-0 Northeastern over NAC, and that's the way it was in the Battle of the Kitty Cats here at Northeastern Clinton. Northeastern 1, Northern Adirondack nothing. You're watching viewer-supported Hometown Cable, win or lose, TV that's worth your support. Our thanks to those of you who are watching and supporting Hometown Cable's continuing efforts. This is Calvin Castine. It's the 22nd day of September 2003, and we're at the Northeastern Clinton Central School for varsity girls play in the CVAC, featuring the Northern Adirondack Bobcats from Division II, coming in here with a record of 3-2-1, and the home team, the Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars, with a 5-0-2 record. Despite the fact that the JV game was over in plenty of time, this game is starting a few minutes late. Much prefer when they start a few minutes early. NAC sends it up. Let's see here. It took us a while to get used to these Bobcat names. 18 is Renee Miner. Phelan's a little girl, and I hope Phelan's a couple of games for us to show. I believe he's taped a couple of games for us, Phelan Miner, Bobcat games. Headed out by Korowski. Sierra Band will do another throw. Gary Kaiser and Tom Lacey, the officials. Brian Boyer and Josie Gilroy, the coaches. All these throw-ins, the game not starting off with much intensity here. Goodrow kicks it forward. Bayshard gives away. Leah Trombley puts it wide. Janelle Frenier, the keeper for the Bobcats. Chris Kissel for the Cougars. Wind has died down. It was blowing in from right to left in the JV game, but once the sun gets near setting, it settles down here. And then with yet another throw. Jarvis. Kim Siskavich with the throw. No, off Trombley. Trombley sends it down the field. Sent back by number 13, Minkler, Renee Minkler. Trombley up the wing.